The Torah is, like I said in another video, Torah means instruction. The root for Torah, or, means light. So it's light and instruction. It's the light to light the path to Elohim, to connect to God. It has rules and regulations, do's and do nots, but it also has morality things. For example, yes, it is a moral code as well. Although many people have differences, the fact is it's there. Care for the poor, feed the hungry, that's morality. That's something that a lot of people will not do. They stay within their rituals and they think it's a ritual thing. It's not. It's beyond rituals. You must be the difference in this life by doing your part. So in a sense, it is moral law as well as do's and do nots and things like that. But it's the way we connect to Elohim. For example, if you read Isaiah chapter 1, the entire chapter, Elohim is screaming at the Jewish people who would believe that it's just a ritual thing, sacrifices and blood and this and that, the temple, and that's it. Just the community, just doing our thing, daily stuff, praying and saying all these prayers. And Elohim says, you don't get it. You ignore justice, mercy, caring for the poor, caring for the widows, the orphans. I don't care about your sacrifices. I don't care about the blood. I don't care of your fat of well-being animals. I don't care. I'm going to hide my eyes when you raise your hands up and pray to me, because you're not taking the Torah into action in this world, in this earth. So no, it's not just a do and do not and ethical law. It is morale. It is action in this world to make it better. That is how we become the light to the nations. It's not just, a lot of Jewish people make the mistake. Yes, religious Jews make the mistake. Even Karaites. All they care about is their community and keeping the Torah, and who cares about the rest of the world? And that's not how this works. That's not how Torah works. So I suggest if you feel that way, it's just about Israel, and you're not supposed to reach out and help our Christian brothers and sisters, or anyone, atheists or anybody, and you believe that it's not okay to reach out and spread the message, you're not reading the same Tanakh that I am, because that's exactly what Tanakh is talking about. You need to read Isaiah chapter 1, and I'm speaking to the Karaite community. If you think that all that it takes is just keeping your little rituals and keeping to the community and nothing else, you are dead wrong. That's not what it's about. You must care and reach out and help others. Being a light to the nation is a call to action. It's not just keeping Torah. Anybody can keep Torah. Nobody is going to be impressed because you keep the Sabbath. Nobody cares that I keep the Sabbath. Nobody has once came to my door and said, hey, Jew, open your door. Yes, can I help you? I just want to tell you that I am so inspired that you keep the Sabbath every week. I'm so inspired that I painted this mural for you outside your house just to show you how much I appreciate you keep the Sabbath. I just wanted to tell you that. And here's some fresh strawberries from my field. Keep it up, you nice, you Jewish servant, you. That never happens. Ever. Shavuot and all the other rituals, I never get anything from the nations. Nobody has ever, either by action or physically, has told me that they are so inspired by my Torah observance. Never. But I will tell you this. This is how you become a light to the nations. What most religious Jews don't get. The way you are to be a light to the nations is not keeping Torah, because there are a lot of heretics and people who are not following Judaism and scum like the so-called Hebrew Israelites, cults like them, Christian, and all these sects that are keeping the Torah, keeping the rituals. But of course, they're following the wrong path. They're following the wrong God. Everything's off. A lot of people are keeping the Torah. Nobody cares. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care if there's somebody that's so religious that's keeping the Torah, who thinks they keep the Torah just a little bit better than myself. I'm not inspired. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed whatsoever. I'll tell you how you become a light to the nations and what the Torah is all about. And that's what Isaiah chapter 1 is all about. God is saying, you don't get it. It's God speaking, Elohim speaking. You don't get it. I don't care about your sacrifices, even if the temple was here. The temple was here long ago. God didn't care how many sacrifices were brought in the temple. God didn't care about all the blood. God didn't care how numerous the prayers were. God did not care how wonderful your Sabbath was. God could care less about your preparations for Shabbat. God cared less about not kindling a fire. God says in Isaiah chapter 1, he says, I don't care how religious you think you are, how holy you think you are, even with the temple standing. I don't care. You're ignoring the rest of the earth, the poor, the hungry, the widows, the orphans, the outside earth, all those who are reaching out, who want answers, and you don't care. You're too busy in your own community. Oh, Jewish people are not supposed to reach out. We're not supposed to proselytize. I'm not proselytizing. I'm reaching out because I care about people. And you should too. And if you are a Karaite or any Jewish religious Jew, and you don't care about the outside earth and the outside people, I mean really care by reaching out and caring, I'm sorry to tell you, your Torah observance is in vain. You are wasting your time. I'm not giving you my opinion. Read Isaiah chapter 1 for yourself. It is a punch in the gut and a call to action. So, in answer, forgive me for going off there, but the point is, the Torah is more than just laws and regulation. No, the Torah is not the salvation. The Torah is to get us to connect to Elohim by our actions on this earth, making heaven on earth. And therefore, by doing our part, not just keeping our little rituals, but acting and caring for others outside of the community, only then will Elohim turn his face towards Israel. When we all wake up and understand that he does not care how loyal you are to your community or how Jewish you are. Elohim cares about you caring about society, the weakest members of society, the outside world, the people who are crying out for help, and you're ignoring them. That's why I'm here. I'm doing my part. Whether you like me or you don't, I could care less. I don't care. If you don't like me, tough. Don't subscribe to my page. If you like what I'm teaching and you want to learn more, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I will help you to get closer to Elohim so you can fly on your own and help others. So, no, Jesus is not the Mashiach. He was not the Messiah for many reasons. He is not God because the whole entire Hebrew Bible teaches that Elohim is not a human being. He has no image. He says in Deuteronomy chapter 4 explicitly that if you have an image, whether a man, a woman, an animal, a fish, anything, that is not God. God has no image. Period. Moses says, lest you corrupt, beware for your souls, lest you corrupt yourself by making God into an image. Don't do that. Don't you dare do that. He has no form. Don't you dare make any image of a man, woman, beast, or animal, or anything in the skies above, stars, anything. That's the point. It cannot be. Elohim is not a man. He was never a man. He was never God in the flesh. The Torah is not the salvation plan. The Torah is to get your life going in the direction of Elohim to become as Elohim is. And therefore, by action, not just keeping the rituals, but action, then Elohim will open the heavens to Israel. But we are far from that. We got a long way to go because everybody is too obsessed with the community and the culture instead of helping everyone else. Nobody cares. Nobody comes to my door and says, "You are so Torah observant. Oh my God, you are such an inspiration. Keep it up, Jew." Never. It's never going to happen. But I'll tell you what I do get. And it means, to me, it's not to glorify myself. It's only for Elohim and Him alone because He is all things. It is to Him alone that all the glory goes. Him alone, not me. I am nothing. That's why I am a servant. I am nobody. It is Him alone that I do this for. I have gotten this. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you for the phone call, for seeing how I'm doing. Thank you for reaching out to me, for spending time without asking for anything, caring for my concerns, my questions. Thank you for the blanket. Thank you for thinking twice and giving me money because I have nothing to eat. I saw a homeless person. I was with my wife. We were going out to eat. And my wife was trying to pull me away from not giving this guy money. He's like, "Please, sir, would you help me out? I'm really hungry." It was chilly outside. It was cold. You could tell he was really hungry. But my wife has a thing about giving money to the poor. And he was saying, "Please, sir, anything you can do can help. God bless you, sir. God bless you." And she was pulling me away. "Don't do it. Don't do it." And I pulled away from her and I gave him money anyways. And he said, "Thank you. God bless you." He says, "God bless you. So thank you so much for being a man. I respect you for that. Thank you so much for thinking about it and doing the right thing." That is how you are a light to the nations.